That is the first Royal Enfield to ride Antarctica.
Decades of adventurous riding across the craggy mountains that make up the Himalayas sparked the idea of a motorcycle inspired by the mighty range. The resultant Himalayan came out as a purpose-built, capable, go-anywhere motorcycle. It redefined adventure touring in India when it launched in 2016 and has since gained a loyal following around the world. The arduous testing routine in Iceland just proved that the Himalayan was capable of operating in just about every type of environment. The extremes of climate, terrain, and unpredictability in Antarctica were now about to test this to the limit.
Pushing the bike isn't easy on a public highway, let alone when it's up to its axles in snow. Everybody will be fed up. This bike has to perform and it has to ride.
When I go hard, it's digging in?
You don't need to, I wouldn't.
Yeah, but is it digging in when I go hard?
It is. You don't want to. Santosh.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out. I don't know, go hard.
Every time you ride, it's like relearning again. But once you put in those 5-6 kilometers and get over your nervousness and anxiety, you start understanding the motorcycle and you start understanding what you're riding on.
Just going to have a little go here, make sure it's all performing okay. Then I'll crack on with the second bike.
You're going to ride one motorcycle at a time and switch riding duty because you can't withstand the cold. If one person can't withstand the cold, it's too much to ask of one motorcycle.
Yeah, you can't. It's starting to dig in as soon as we second.
We know we might drop the bike. That shouldn't be stopping you from riding the bike.
Reduce the tyre pressures a lot more. We're not spreading the load, we're just digging straight in. Trouble is we don't have the surface area of the tyre compared to that of the trucks, and that's going to be our biggest problem at the moment. If we need compacted snow. If you've got fresh snow, this is what the result's going to be. Just keeps digging in.
Let's switch to the rear rubber for the on the other bike. But anyway, we'll take this down to 5 inches.
Dean and I got the bikes up and running and they're working fine. We tested a couple of tyre combinations and figured out which one works the best.
Show me you got soul.
We're packing food for all the guys. 29 days of food to pack for each person. So this is what would be one person's meal per day. And they got enough calories and protein to last us for a day.
So good, so fresh, just the way you like it.
Oh, we're standing in our Christmas tent. No, this is where we're going to be having dinner for the next 30 days. And it's quite comfortable for me. We checked the tents, we checked the sleeping bags, we checked the mattresses. So everything that's going to keep us alive, we are checking all of it. It's all been stored here in a container. So we had to make sure that they're all working fine. I did ride the motorcycle for close to, I think, 28 kilometers now. I got it down from the airfield to the Oasis station. The bike did really well compared to even Iceland, because the snow and ice are slightly harder. The conditions are much more colder. It did get stuck a couple of times, but then we knew that it was going to get stuck a couple of times, and for the first couple of times I needed somebody to help me push it out. But then after that, you kind of anticipate when it's going to get stuck, and you don't go full on throttle. You just rock the bike and walk the bike for 10 meters, and then you can ride the bike again. This is the first Royal Enfield motorcycle, or in fact, I think this is the first motorcycle to ever ride beyond the continent. I mean, getting the bike to the edge of the continent and getting the bike to ride to the pole, it's not easy. It's going to be it's going to be very, very tough.
Yeah, we made it. Well, there's no doubt we could make it. It was a little tough.
It was -9 and I'm sweating inside.
Yeah, I don't think the bike is, or yesterday wasn't performing how I would want it to. The conditions were not favourable and it was a struggle. To continue 680 kilometres like that is not an option.
We're going to get the bikes on the trailer and leave Novo, travel about 2,300 kilometers to the pole, and then we have another 700 kilometers to get to Ross, which again the bikes will do on the trailer. From Ross, we'll ride up to the pole.
Reassuring start, they all start after spending the night out in the cold. Just finished loading the first bike onto the trailer. Hopefully we're going to take it with us down to the Oasis tonight. We'll load the second bike up. Ready for tomorrow, bring it back, load the spares on, and we should be about ready to go.
This is the Novo Air Base.
1.5 tons of it. Look at how off balance the thing looks. And we're going to be driving this across the continent. I think we are moving the entire planet.
I am totally up for it. The car is going to be a lot more warm than a camp. I don't mind driving 24 hours forever until we reach Ross and just get on the bike and feel cold only when I have to. Like not this whole daily business of covering a few kilometers, setting up camp, breaking camp and getting cold because you're not getting ride a motorcycle. It's like a lost cause. I would rather just keep going all the way to Ross and then feel cold after Ross. Now I'm really anxious because now we're going to hit the plateau. And we know the plateau can change in terms of surface consistency.
One truck broke down. We're gonna get some rest and figure it out in the morning.
Things change on this continent by the hour.
In the next episode, follow the team as they make the hazardous 2,000-mile journey across Antarctica and encounter one of their worst fears, a blizzard, blowing almost at speeds of 100 miles per hour.